We're live?
Yep.
Alright. I'm going to try again at the solo version of Full Moon. Solo play in Dresden co-op game is very similar to multiplayer. I'm essentially going to be playing 3 characters, and the only difference is that instead of drawing 7 cards, I'm going to draw 6 cards per character because I have this perfect knowledge of all of them, and I can coordinate them in a way that 3 people wouldn't really be able to. We've got the showdown card out there, and now I'm going to play the book cards. And then once I play the book cards, I'll decide what character order we're going to go in. Saved by Terra West, Which Wolf is Which, Alphas to the Rescue, Loop Growth Precinct, Rescue Marcone, Lunar Cycle in slot 6. It'll get moved in a second. Arrest Warrant, FBI Hexenwolves, Fight the Street Wolves, Loose Out McFinn, Escape Street Wolves, and Loop Group Marcones. Now, because you cannot have a advantage or an obstacle in slot 6, we'll swap those 2. The Lunar Cycle is now in slot 5. This is my curse, viewers, is getting the Lunar Cycle in slot 5. But we'll see. Okay. Based on previous experience, I'm going to look at the cards and look at their various interactions. So the Lunar Cycle says, until this obstacle is overcome, you cannot put hits on the Loop Guru at the Precinct or Marcones. Now, the nice thing about this is at least those are towards the end anyway, so that's not as terrible as it could have been. But I still want to get rid of that obstacle as quickly as I can. The other interaction is that Saved by Terra West, when taken, the active player draws 2 cards and adds 2 clues to which wolf is which. That's a really nice, boom, that's that one. That's going to be a great combo. It's going to shift everything down. We're going to focus on this because then we can take Alphas to the rescue. So we're going to just power through this front row. The other obstacle to be aware of is the Arrest Warrant. All attacks show -1 hit, so we're gonna have to get rid of that shortly. So, given that, I really want to take Saved by Terra West. Luckily, just about everybody has a range 1 take advantage card. That's pretty cheap, but I'm going to go ahead and put Billy in Georgia in first place, Harry second, and Susan third. Let's see how this plays out. Get all their studs and whatnot in the correct position face up. Gaming group, pack bonding, that's what I wanted to see. Lupine leap, flanking attack, track scent. Okay, I can count. Oh, this is another interesting game. Not as many take advantages as I expected. Alright, and Susan. Oh, Susan's got one, okay. Alright. That's alright. So we have a decent spread here. Nothing to complain about here. Alright, my first turn is going to be with Billy in Georgia. I'm going to take some low-hanging fruit. I'm going to use the pack bonding, spend 1 fate, and I'm going to claim Saved by Terra West. When taken, active player draws 2 cards and puts 2 clues on which wolf is which. I got the Death Grip, nice, having another attack, and I got Savage, nice, another attack. Put this in the book discard pile, slide everything down. Alright. Harry is going to, and it puts 2 clues, it also put 2 clues on which wolf is which happens to be what's up at bat, because Harry is going to try and solve it. As long as I just roll moderately, not horribly unlucky. Spend 5 fate points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? I think I started with the wrong amount because I started with 8. I should have started with 8, and I just spent 1. 1 and 5 is 6, leaving 2. Nope, I started with the right amount. I just can't add. And we're going to roll 2 dice. 5 plus 2 dice. I got a +1. That means 6 clues. 6 clues on which wolf is which will solve it. We are just flying along this game. I was crying about that lunar cycle. See, shouldn't have worried. Okay. Now Soul Gaze is over there. We've got a case solved, which means Alphas to the rescue can be taken. But I don't want to yet because I want to get Lunar Cycle out of the way. Susan will be playing the press pass, but she can't yet. So my only take advantage, I was really hoping Billy and Georgia might draw another take advantage that was cheaper. Both my take advantages cost a variable amount, the gaming group and the inside source. But hey, it's Susan's turn right now, so we'll drop the inside source to get 3 fate. Discard that for 3 fate, and we're going to use Susan's talent to put a hit on a case at the longest range. Technically, these are both valid. And I think we'll go with who set up MacGuffin for reasons. Yep. All right. On the Billy and George's turn, we could either technically we've got enough fate that we could use the gaming group to claim Alphas to the rescue. Be a fitting thing for the Alphas to take. But it adds 1 hit to all foes, and I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to do that at all. I want to save that until the lupine cycle is done. So we want to keep fate in the pool. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend 1 fate for the lupine leap to overcome. Oops, make sure to do that in the right order. And that's going to get rid of the arrest warrant. So our attacks are normal cost. Slide our lag of action down. Alright. Saddened. Oh, no, never mind. I do have Pyro Fuego. Pyro Fuego is going to rock in a bit. Not quite yet. Okay. Harry just needs to not use more than 4 fate. Go for it, Harry. There's 4 fate in the pool. He is just going to... I'm going to discard a card. I'm going to discard the... Not surprisingly, because you do me wrong, Blue Beetle. You do me wrong. I'm going to discard the Blue Beetle for 3 fate. I can move an obstacle or an advantage 1 forward. I mean, I can move the lupine cycle here just for funsies. It's not going to really matter, but we'll do it just to show it. Susan is going to use her press pass for 4 fate. Do 1, 2, 3, 4. And she's going to overcome an obstacle at range 3, which the lunar cycle is down to range 2. And then collect 2 plus a die of fate. So we're going to remove this. Yay. And we're going to collect 1 fate. Joy. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Now we're up to Billy and Georgia. And I really want to take that Alphas to the rescue with them because they're the only ones who can do it. But there is a chance if I rolled 2 pluses that would put us into showdown and we would lose the game. I'm not willing to take that chance because the dice hate me sometimes. So we're not going to do that. We're going to just try and make sure we have enough fate for them eventually. I am really keen on their. I'm really keen on their stunt. So we're gonna because it will combo very well with that advantage. Their stun allows them to put one hit on all foes that already have hits, and the Alphas the Rescue puts a hit on all foes. So that's really slick. Pyro Fuego puts 2 hits on all foes in one row, and there's 4 foes in that row. So what I really want to be able to do is get the gaming group and Pyro Fuego off. So I'm going to have them generate some serious fate here. So I'm going to either get rid of Death Grip, which get rid of Death Grip for 4 fate. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when they discard a card for fate, their talent is to add a hit to the foe at the longest range. Now, this foe was not legal before the Lunar Cycle was gone, but it's legal now, so yay, put a hit on that foe. Alright, we're going to Pyro Fuego because it is just too sexy not to. Yeah, we're going to Pyro Fuego, which costs 4 fate. 1, 2, 3, 4. And puts 2 hits on all foes in one row. So that is excellent. This game may actually be going in my favor. I say that, and yet so many times I think I'm doing well. Realize I've made a critical mistake. Realize that I can't add single-digit numbers. Okay, we just need to make sure that there is 5 fate in the pool for the gaming group. So there's 4 in there right now. So we're going to. I think we're actually really good on attacks, honestly. So Susan's going to ditch her 22 handgun. It's not the most powerful thing anyway. It's got a nice range, but I'm not too worried about range right now because we're knocking things down. So we're going to generate 3 fate plus -1. Great. So we're going to generate 2 fate. And when Susan discards her fate, she puts a clue at the case at the shortest range. And I'm going to go ahead and do Rescue Marcone so that there's clues on multiple cases. I may have said last time when I did this that it was the longest range. Luckily, I think those are both the same range at that time. So, but it is Susan's talent is when you spend fate, you may put a clue at the case at the shortest range. Anyway, we're doing it right this time at least. Okay, the gaming group. We're gonna bust out the gaming group and. We're going to see the variable cost. Come on, we can roll low, we can roll low. No, we can't. We can roll really high. It's going to cost 4 fate. And we're going to take the Alphas to the rescue. Which is, again, very fitting to how the Alphas do it. Cannot be taken unless one case is solved. The case is solved. When taken, add 1 hit to all foes. And collect 3 plus 2d fate. So... we're just gonna be dropping hits like nobody's business. Okay, slide down. Okay, and then we're gonna collect. Oh my god! We're gonna collect 1 fate because the dice hate me, but. It's alright. Alright, Harry. What are you gonna do, Harry? Harry can use his stunt and take out several things. He's got several options on his stunt. I could discard It's Not My Fault for a little bit of fate. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to discard It's Not My Fault for a little bit of fate. It's sort of just a stalling tactic because I don't know what I want to do right now, and I know I don't need that card. I don't want to take too long. All right, and I could move advantage or obstacles around, but there's none to move around, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. All right, Susan. I need to... Actually, I don't need to keep any fate around for for Billy and Georgia because I want to use their stunt. Let's see what Susan could do. She has two big investigate cards. One costs 5, but I can't play. One costs 4, only has range of 1, so neither of those are really on the board at all. The pen is mightier. Is a pretty nice one. Adds, if the attack does not defeat the target, add 2 clues to any one case. Yeah, I can definitely not defeat a target with 2 hits. So, and it's got a range of 3. There's plenty of targets I can not defeat with 2 hits. Not the Street Wolves, notably, but the Loot Guru with the Precinct I cannot defeat with 2 hits. Yeah, we're going to not defeat that. So we're going to spend 3 fate. And I'm going to put 2 hits on the Loot Guru with the Precinct, which will not defeat it. And then we're going to add... why, dice? We're going to add 1 clue to any one case. We'll put it on Rescue Marcone. Yes? No? Sure. No, we'll put it on Boo Setup. Okay. And we've used the pen as mightier. Alright. Okay. Billy and Georgia are going to use their stunt. I've been waiting for many games to make this happen. As your turn, flip this card over to add 1 hit to all foes that have at least 1 hit. So that is all frickin' foes. I like that. Oops. So that's going to be 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Now, does that defeat anybody? There's 4 there, so that's not. There's 4 there, so that's not. There's 4 there, so that's really close. 4 there, so that's really close. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's trade this up for a 5-er. It's a little more clear. So that's not anywhere close. But, so we've used their song. So that was the big whammy that I really wanted. Okay, on Harry's turn, Harry's also going to use his stunt. And he's going to put 4 hits on any foe that could be defeated by taking 4 hits. He's going to take out Yawn Hexenwolves, which are 4 hits away from being defeated. And do 4 hits to them. Good job with your stunt, Harry. Alright. Looking good. Foes are going down. Foes are going down. Susan's turn. There's no fate in these pools. Alright, so she's going to discard, or I could use her stunt as well. Her stunt allows another player to draw a card and then take a turn. The thing is, mechanically I don't really want Bill and George to draw a card and take a turn because they already have a card. But I guess if you... what do we want Billy and Georgia to do? I'm just looking at... Savage is no longer an eligible card. That's interesting. Okay. There's nothing that can take more than 5 hits. Alright. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do right now. I know I want to get Fate in the pool to basically play all these cards. So let's have Susan draw a card and take a turn. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So now she's going to have another turn. So I'm going to discard the Forged Invitation for 1 Fate. And I'm going to put a clue on the case of the shortest range. Put a clue on we set up McFan. Alright. That's fine. Billy and Georgia. Savage. I'm just going to make sure. Savage does 5 hits, range 3 for 5 Fate, which is great. But it cannot be used if it will defeat a foe. This has 5 hits to defeat. This has 1 hit to defeat. This has 1 hit to defeat. This has 5 hits to defeat. So everything that's on the board would be defeated by that, and that makes it illegal, which makes it a perfect candidate to discard. I'm going to discard it for 5 Fate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to put 1 hit on the foe with the longest range. So we're going to put a hit right yonder. Okay. Okay. Harry is going to Fozare. Do we want a Fozare? If we Fozare for, let's say it costs 3, that leaves 4. That's okay, that's doable. And if I happen to roll better, and at least 5. Okay, yeah, Harry's going to Fozare. That's costs 2 plus a fate die. Of course it costs 3. Yeah, naturally. I'm sorry, I should crumble. It's just these dice do. Alright, and he's going to put 2 hits on the Street Wolves, which have 4 hits, and that will take them out. We are rocking. Okay. Alright. I was worried this match might have been easy. I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Susan is going to play a hunch, which is 4 clues for 4 fate. I have 4 fate left.
Susan's stunt needs to get flipped.
Oh yeah, Susan's stunt was used. It needs to be flipped. Thank you. So we're going to play that for 4 fate. I'm gonna put 4 clues on something range 1, which is who's set up McFan. So he's up to 4 plus 3 is up to 7 fate. In fact, we'll just take that away. Or it's up to 7 clues. So he's only 2 away from being solved. So that's pretty slick. Okay, Billy and Georgia, you got to bring this one home for us. This could be used. We're out of fate points. This could be used in the future to put some serious clue action on Rescue Marcone. So we're going to save that. Red Tooth and Claw has variable damage, fixed range, and flanking attack has variable damage, fixed range, and flanking attack has fixed damage, variable range. I'm going to ditch Red Tooth and Claw because I don't like the variable damage. I want to know that I'm going to take something out before I do it. So I'm going to generate 2. I'm going to generate 2 fate that way, and when I discard for fate, I put one hit on the foe at the longest range, which is going to put another hit over here with Marcones, which is up to 7. So it's only 3 away. I'm doing all right. All right, Harry's private investigation could take out. Well, Harry can't do his private investigation. Harry's going to discard his private investigation for 3 fate. All right. Okie dokie. Susan has 5. She can either discard her expose, and that we're really in end game materials right now. She can either discard her expose for 5 and put a clue on Rescue Marcone, and then I can track senses to put 4 clues on Marcone, right? Or I could spend it, and it would be a little bit of overkill on who set up McFinn. In fact, it would be a lot of overkill on who set up McFinn. But it would defeat him, and then it would add 3 hits. 3 hits plus 1 on any foe, which would likely take out a foe. It would certainly take out a foe. What there? We're going to spend it. We're going to see what happens. So we're going to spend 5. Let's see. Hold on. Sorry, I'm double second guessing myself. 4 fate. And 2 to 4 hits. Which again would. Which would be pretty great. Or have 10 fate in there. Use that to put a bunch of hits on that one, and then be able to do 2 hits which would 2 hits take anything? Yeah, 2 hits would take out. Oh my god! I gave it the variable range for the variable damage. Whoops. Well, this is the agony of this game, is where you really have to wrestle about whether it's better to take out. Alright, I am... Oh man, the expose. I'm going to not use expose because I beat overkill of 2 clues, and I think that overkill, that wasted 2 clues, is making it not worth it, even though there's so many good things. So I'm gonna get 5 fate for 5, and I will use my talent, which is to put a case on the clue at the shortest range. So we'll put a case there, so it's really, really close to being solved. So I'm hoping in Showdown we can solve it. Billy and Georgia are going to use track scent, so we can spend 4 fate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put 4 clues on Rescue Marcone. So he'll go up to 5. You know, that might have been foolish because there's no chance that that's going to get taken out. But Harry's turn. So I could either at this point spend a fate to skip a turn, spend a fate to skip a turn, and then generate 2 fate by discarding. But that puts a hit on a foe, so I might as well do that. Or I could spend a fate to skip a turn, skip a fate to skip a turn, spend 2 fate to put 2 hits on a foe of a variable range, which could take out a foe altogether. Well, let's at least just walk through it. So we're going to spend 2 fate to skip 2 turns. I did that the wrong way. 2 fate to skip 2 turns. It's not cheap. And then if I discard for fate, I get to put a hit on a foe at the longest range. It's up to 7. Take that up to 8. Oh man. Trusting in the Showdown is a bad plan, but I could roll a negative and not be able to put a hit on the Escape the Street Wolves. So we're going to discard that for 2 fate back in the pool, which seems like a net 0, but it's going to put a hit on Luke Grew Marcones. So they're 2-way, which is I would consider within striking distance. All right, at this point, there's just no more options left in the game, so we're going to go into Showdown. Let's pull that full moon card out over here, see what we've got. So everything that has hits or clues on it are valid targets. So everything's valid, but there's some that are more valid than others. Escape the Street Wolves only needs one hit. Luke Grew Marcones only needs 2 hits, and the Luke Grew Precinct needs 5 hits. Who Set Up McFinn only needs 1 clue. So here's the thing: I need to have 2 cases and 1 foe left. So I really need to solve. I need to have 2 cases solved and 1 foe to win this thing. So I need to get lucky.
Or 3 cases and 2 foes.
Or 3 cases and 2 foes, but there's no way I'm going to get 6 hits on that. So I'm going to try and get all these done. Now you may say that I'm crazy, but let's see what happens. All right, we got 6 fate in the pool. So we could either do 2 fate for the case, and then and that would leave us with 4, and then we could do 1 and 3. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so we're going to spend 2 fate on Who Set Up McFinn to get 2 fate, 2 clues plus 5 dice, and all I need is 1. So I need to roll better than a -1. I did not roll better than a -1. Okay, so I got no clues on that. So this is looking a little grim, but whoever wanted it to be easy. All right, so now we need to get 1 hit on Escape the Street Wolves. So I'm going to spend 1 fate to get. Oops, I didn't spend the fate. earlier. I had to spend 2 fate for that roll. That not helping me roll. I'm gonna spend 1 fate to get 1 clue plus 6 dice, and I'm gonna hope that I just roll a net 0. I did not roll a net 0. I rolled a net -2, so I get no hits on that. All right, so now we're just swinging for the fences. And that cost me 1 fate. So now I've got 3 fate. This is good times. I got 3 fate, and I'm gonna spend all 3. I want to do that. I could be different. I could spend 1. How many hits do I need? This has 5 plus is 8. I only need 2 hits. If I spend 3 fate, I just need to roll a blank to hit it. If I spend 1 fate, I could spend 2. Yeah, let's try that. Spend 1 fate on Live Group Marcones. I'm gonna roll 6 dice plus 1, so I need a net of plus 1 or higher. We could probably do this. No, I got a net of -1. So now the game is lost. Now the game cannot be won, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna roll some dice. Because I like rolling dice. They always treat me well. I need 5 hits on that to solve it. I'm going to spend 1 fate to get 1 hit plus 6 dice. Hey, that's plus 1, so that's 2 hits, which is close. Doesn't solve it. And then I've got 1 fate left, which won't let me do anything. So I'm gonna just roll 6 dice and hope I get 6 pluses, which is statistically conceivable, but not what happened. I got a net 0, so I put no clues on that. So this feels like an utter defeat, but I would posit that we actually only lost by just not rolling so hot on those 3. And had we in our make-believe world, in Sean's happy land, if we had taken those out and we had solved this case, which again we're only 1 and 2 away. If I just didn't roll so terrible, we would have been there, but we weren't. So there is a solo play of the Dresden game. Worth noting that even with perfect knowledge, as perfect as I can muster, this game is quite a challenge.